Here, on the southwest coast of England, high on a cliff, sits a peregrine falcon. In this spectacular, yet at times desolate landscape, it is the master of this territory. The peregrine falcon sits atop of its respective food chain. This apex predator is one of nature's natural barometers, allowing us to gauge the health of the ecosystem it lives within. The peregrine has been one of nature's most remarkable success stories on more than one occasion now. It was at the beginning of World War II that this remarkable creature, Britain's largest breeding falcon, came under threat from man. The peregrine was seen as a real menace to the British war effort, where it could pose a danger to carrier pigeons, as one of its many prey species is the feral pigeon. The peregrine could not distinguish between captive and wild pigeons. Under a government order, all known breeding territories were targeted and the birds shot. It wasn't until the late 1940s that most of the ancient breeding sites had been recolonised. In the 1950s, a change in our farming habits saw the widespread introduction of pesticides to aid in crop production and reduce labour. As the peregrine sits at the top of its food chain, over a period of time its prey victims have built up these toxins in their bodies. This in turn was passed to the peregrine, which caused the thinning and cracking of their eggs. Without chicks hatching, the population numbers declined rapidly, almost to the point of extinction here in the southwest. It was the subsequent banning of DDT that over time saw the peregrine once again come back from the brink and successfully reoccupy its age-old haunts. The peregrine has returned on its own to healthy numbers without any human intervention. It has proven to be one of nature's own success stories, but on this rugged coast, even without the human factors, it is still seen as a harsh and unforgiving environment to raise young. As the natural landscape, along with our farming habits, change and progress, the peregrine itself must adapt to these changes. The peregrine seems to do this with ease when left alone. In recent years, we have seen the peregrine take residence in disused quarries and also our cities. It has used old cathedral spires and high-rise buildings which mimic the tall sea cliffs of their more traditional habitat. So why has the peregrine moved into the cities? Well, quite simply, this is due to the abundance of prey items available to them. Seabirds have moved in large numbers inland to breed and utilise landfill sites to feed on waste and litter. Pigeons in large numbers continue frequent the city streets, attracted by people feeding them. All this is good news for the peregrine, who can find easy targets here amongst some of its many prey species. The peregrine is a master at hunting. Most prey is caught on the wing, using long talons and sharp beak to administer a deadly blow. Young are taught to hunt by their parents. Here, a food pass between Tearsall and Sun is beautifully captured. I'm joined here on Plymouth Hoe with Roger Finnemore, a member of the South West Peregrine group. Welcome, Roger.
Thank you, Luke. Good to see you.
Here in the city centre, we have often seen peregrine falcons, but not all year round. Why is that?
I think the likely reason for that is that we are quite close to a breeding pair of peregrines right now, and I think what probably happens is that the adult birds will bring their youngsters into the city centre to teach them to hunt.
So are you saying if a suitable breeding platform was provided, then perhaps the peregrines may take up residency in the city centre, like they have in Bath and Exeter?
I'm sure that's correct. It has been spoken about before, and I'm convinced that should a suitable nest box or breeding platform be provided, they would indeed breed in the city centre.
Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.
In conclusion, the peregrine is a sign of a healthy population of all bird life and a thriving ecosystem. Without sufficient prey to support it, the peregrine will move on or adapt accordingly. Without human disturbance or persecution, it self-regulates its population based upon suitable breeding sites available. We currently have a healthy population here in the southwest of England, and the peregrine is a good indicator that we are maintaining a healthy environment.